So, you're ambitious, you've got big dreams, you want to be successful and live the life you've always imagined. But there's a problem. You're lazy. You know exactly what you should be doing, yet you don't do it. And that feeling, it turns into guilt, because deep down, you know you're capable of so much more. This guilt builds up over days, weeks, months, until eventually it turns into acceptance. Then, the new year arrives. New goals, new promises. You start strong, fueled by motivation and a little bit of delusion, thinking, this year will be different. But then, procrastination creeps in. That one excuse turns into another. That one missed day turns into weeks. And before you know it, you've labeled yourself as a lazy person. You've probably seen tons of videos telling you to delete social media, remove distractions, and build better habits. And sure, that helps for a while. But none of them fix the real problem. Because the root cause of procrastination? It all comes down to just one word: inertia. In physics, inertia is the tendency for objects at rest to stay at rest, and objects in motion to stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. And guess what? The same law applies to your life. If you don't start a task, it stays undone. It lingers, it haunts you. But once you start, momentum takes over. The problem is, we make the first push so big in our minds that we never actually start. So instead, we distract ourselves with quick dopamine fixes, scrolling, gaming, binge-watching, because they feel easy. They require no effort. They give us instant gratification. But long-term, they make us feel worse. So, how do we break the cycle? How do we stop waiting and start doing? There are two simple ways to break inertia and get moving. 1. Lower the stakes. Make the first step stupidly easy. Starting is the hardest part, so make it effortless. For example, if you tell yourself, I need to write a 5,000-word essay, your brain immediately resists. But if you say, I'll just write 50 words, the pressure disappears, and before you know it, you've started. 2. Use the 2-minute rule. If you don't feel like doing something, tell yourself, I'll do it for just 2 minutes. Don't feel like cleaning your room? Put on a song and clean until the music stops. Don't feel like working out? Just do one exercise. Don't feel like studying? Just read one paragraph. And the best part? You won't stop after 2 minutes. Because once you start, momentum kicks in. Objects in motion stay in motion. At first, everything feels like pushing a boulder uphill. But once you break inertia, it's downhill from there. So don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the right time. Just start. Lower the stakes. Take the first step. Because as Martin Luther King Jr. once said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. And that first step starts right now.